So today's job is going to be removing the old GE washer and switching the new washer. And we'll do a quick little tutorial on how to switch out the GE dishwasher and install the new one. First thing we're going to do, there was a screw here and a screw here. We've removed both of those. Next we will be turning off the water, and that'll be under the sink. And then we will disconnect the lines from here. We will slide this out and slide the new one in, and I'll show you guys how. Alright, next we turned off the water. That's the hot water, that's the cold water. Those are now connected or disconnected as well. So there's no water running. And now we are going to start breaking down the hose connections. Alright, so the front's off. Now we need to take off that water line, and we need to get to the wires behind that. There's a bolt right down here on the bottom. We're going to take that bolt out. We'll disconnect the positive and negative, and we'll disconnect that line there. Okay, when you break this line, make sure you do have a towel or something underneath it, because you are going to get water that's going to come out of that line. As you can see, we've got that off now. Mine was an 8mm that needed to be used. To take that off, we'll disconnect those wires here momentarily. We're going to finish breaking these lines off first. Once you confirmed you have the right water turned off, you won't have the mess that I had. I didn't turn off all the water lines. So I had to turn off the water line to the water dishwasher itself. That's been resolved. So we're going to pull these wires, and then these levelers, you'll want to go ahead and adjust those up to make it sliding out easier. All right, moment of truth. Everything has been disconnected. Oh, I still got to disconnect these two wires. Okay, so this is the hose I forgot to unattach. Make sure you unattach this one. That's the one that connects right here to the one coming off the pipe. Attempt number 2. And now the dishwasher's out. So we're going to clean up that is 10 years, 11 years since we bought the house.
No, that's older.
I'm saying since we bought the house.
Yeah.
So that's been
in 2015. So.
Okay, so 2015, so 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's been building up. We'll clean that up, guys, and then we're gonna slide the new dishwasher in. We replaced it with another GE. And that should fit perfectly. We'll get it hooked back up. So what I wasn't counting on was the old dishwasher having a different connector than the new dishwashers. The other one was about 18 years old, so we took that one out, and it actually has a larger connector on it. So we picked up the elbow. It was about $7. That part is going to connect to the new hose connector right there, which then will connect to the hose. Alright, so we are going to throw some Teflon tape. Always recommend using Teflon tape when you're doing some plumbing. And put this around the connectors. This will help the water from shooting out the sides. It'll also give it a tighter seal for you. So that one connected, and we're going to go ahead and get this connected to the hose. This is our hose leading out from of the sink itself. So we're just going to go up. Trying to get in here a little bit better for you guys. Okay, so this is the hose leading from the sink itself, the fixture. Just going to go ahead and screw this one on. All right, and then now is when we're going to connect these two together. Once again, I'm going to use some plumbing tape. I know you can't see it very well. I'll show it to you afterwards. Right now I'm just wrapping some of the tape around the actual faucet part. So you can see it a little bit better now. Okay, so now it's starting to show up. Put another little piece on there. Just nice thing about the wiring is that the wiring is straightforward. It's white to white, black to black, and then ground to ground. So let's get those. Once again, if you watched the beginning of the video, I did say to turn off the breaker. So we have no electricity running in right now. Do not want to find out the hard way. Trust me on that. Okay, so the washer is now installed. It is bracketed. It's got its faceplate on. You've already seen the connections. Open it up. Got a mount there, a mount there. It's in there nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. It's level. And we've got all the water turned back on except for the hot and cold, which are under here. Just need to connect this last pipe, and then we're going to run it and test it. Alright, so you can't see the line real well from the angle I'm at, but it's this piece here connects to the back of that pipe right there. The only thing we need to do is reattach the O-ring to it, or the whatever you call this. It's not an O-ring, sorry. It's a clamp, ring clamp. Alright, so that is on. And now we tighten this back up, and we should be able to go ahead and get the water running and have a functioning dishwasher. We will find out here momentarily. And now we're tight. Perfect. Okay, so let's turn all the water on. See what happens, guys. Turn the hot water back on. Turn the cold water back on. Turn the dishwasher water back on. I don't hear any spraying or any issues yet, so that's good. All right, so far so good, guys. I just went ahead and turned the breaker on. We do have power, so I'm happy there. And we've got all the lines connected here, so we have our hot water running again. We're going to make sure that hot water actually comes on. There's the hot water. Good. So hot water is still good. Cold water is still good. That's still good. All right, guys. Next test is the actual washer itself, and we'll go ahead and see how that goes. All right, so we are now 24 hours later. We have ran the dishwasher twice. Everything is doing well. Just need to figure out the dry cycle. Guys, if you watched the video, I appreciate it. Sub, like, drop a comment. Let me know what brand dishwasher do you have.